It's week 14 of the DDPY Positively Unstoppable Challenge, and I am unstoppable. Welcome back to my channel. I am unstoppable. I am Dr. Tom Wallen, and it's week 14 of the DDPY Positively Unstoppable Challenge. 2 more weeks to go for the rest of the competitors. On this week's episode, I just wanted to do a brief review of my week and go over some unforeseen circumstances that I was not expecting. I also wanted to go over and let you know that the final countdown is in place and kind of review where I am on the final preps for my photo shoot on May 24th, 2019 at 11 a.m. Now, if you haven't already done so below, leave a comment in the comment box below. Let me know, how are you progressing and how are you feeling at week 14 of the challenge? All right, guys, week 14 is upon us, and I am not afraid to admit this week was not good for me. Now, from a progress standpoint, again, weight is still falling off, and it's falling off even at a faster rate than I expected. I have 12 days left in the program. I weighed in this morning at 220 pounds, and that's been pretty close to my average for the week. So I lost another 2 pounds, 2.5 pounds over the course of the week. So from a progress standpoint, I am cruising, but I'm hitting some adversity. And one of the big things about DDP's book, one of his big messages is that life is 10% of what happens to you and 90% of how you choose to react to it. And I've had that really tested this week. So, you know, the consequence of dieting this long, and by dieting, I mean I've been in a very, very intense caloric deficit for over 100 days. I haven't had one refeed meal. I haven't had one cheat meal. I haven't deviated off the plan. It does things to your body, obviously helps you lose body weight, but also psychologically, it can kind of play with your head. And anybody that's a competitive athlete that diets for competitions, all have the same sort of phenomenon that happens. That this week was really, really, really difficult for me. I didn't change anything in my plan. In fact, I cut back on the workouts a little bit with the intensity, but I was so physically tired. The energy that I need to require to get through my day based on the food that I'm eating, it just isn't there. My metabolism has gotten to the point where it's so high, it's just burning through everything I'm putting in. And from a psychological standpoint, it's not fun to be tired. It's not fun to be hungry, but I know that I don't have to, you know, for a long-term plan, this would not be sustainable. And I know that, as I've said this 1,000 times on this channel, I have a contest to win. So I've really, really been able to test my will and my willpower and just kind of my mental fortitude of, you know, what am I willing to do to get what I want? And I know exactly what I want out of this program. I know the exact physique that I want. I know the exact mental attitude that I want to have every single day of my life. I know that I want to continue living with this attitude of gratitude and this very, very positive outlook. So every day I've been tested this week. And throughout the program, I've only had maybe 2 or 3 days where I was tested every few weeks, where I've just had to really sit down and say, do you really want it this bad? And my mind was asking me this every day this week. I was actually supposed to even do some photos this week, and I realized last week I can't really do photos anymore because I'm not seeing my body the way that it actually is. I'm still seeing myself as the person that I was even up to 3 years ago. I've talked about that in previous videos, and I haven't really been able to see the progress as much until the very end of this week. I was able to look at my body and just see it is really, really lean. And so everything that I've been working so hard for is coming into place. But mentally this week, it's just been so hard just to get through. So my plan for the rest of the program was maintenance mode and just preservation. So just everything that I've worked so hard for is just doing my absolute best to preserve that, and with the laser focus. And I couldn't say this even more. My focus is laser set on May 24th, 11 a.m. for my photo shoot. So I got through everything that I needed this week. Thank goodness I have such good friends online through the DDPY community. Thank God I have Heather in my life. Thank God I have my coach, Steve Magistro, who helped talk me through some of this. I have Jason Morgan at the gym that also helped me talk me through this. They've all dealt with clients that have dealt with similar issues. You diet for a long time and your brain starts playing tricks on you. Your body doesn't feel the way that it should. You start having maybe some thoughts you normally wouldn't have. So I was lucky enough that I have the fortitude to get through that. I feel really good today. Starting the next week, feeling really positive. My plan, and I've mapped this out for you guys, I've shown you the final countdown in the previous video. As of today, I have 12 more days left. So this week, last week I did a lot of my planning. So I laid out what I needed to do and now I booked it all. So last week, while I had some things that I needed to do. So my photo shoot is booked. I have the photographer. I have a tan scheduled 2 days before the photo shoot because I want my body to look as good as it can. I have a haircut scheduled for this coming week at the end of the week so we can have everything together. I don't want my final week to be overly complicated. A lot of people do this very, very complicated peak week where they try to manipulate all these different things with their variables of sodium levels and potassium levels and water levels and depletion workouts and pump workouts and carb loading and all this crazy stuff. I'm going to be doing a small portion of that. I'm going to be depleting my body for a few days and then I'm going to do a carb load just to get some extra glycogen in my muscles, give my body a little bit of a fuller look for the photographs while it's as lean as it can be. I'm not going to do anything crazy with water manipulation or sodium manipulation. I just don't feel like that's necessary. If that'll give me a 5% advantage, I'm willing to give up that 5%. I just want to make this the most least complicated process that I can, and I don't want to overdo this. So for this week, this is my last week of serious workouts, and I'm actually planning some really, really intense workouts for this week, more on the mental side, just again to get out of my head, to kind of prove to myself that I can get through this. With the energy levels being low, it's very, very easy to wake up every morning and say, well, I can't because I'm tired. Oh, I can't do that because I'm hungry. I'm making sure that I'm putting forth maximum effort this week with the goal of right around Saturday is where I'm going to start tapering things back. That's going to be close to 7 days to the photo shoot. And that's where I'm going to start tapering back the workouts. I'm still going to be working out, but it's mostly to get a pump in my muscles and just to make sure that I'm maintaining the level of leanness and able to drive all that glycogen into my muscles for the photo shoot day. So pretty short video this week. I don't have too much else to report, but I have recorded several chapters of the review of the DDPY book, Positively Unstoppable, and I plan on releasing that within this week. That's also something I wanted to do on my week as my final week. As my workouts start to digress a little bit, I don't have to do as much. I wanted to have some extra free time, so I'm going to start releasing all of those videos. I will have every chapter completed by the end of this challenge. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to like this video. Leave a comment in the comment box below if you have anything that you relate to when it comes to maybe dieting and having a little bit of self-esteem issues and fatigue issues. I'd love to hear how you guys are dealing with this, if you've dealt with it the same way that I have. So guys, keep working hard. The finish line is there. You can see it in sight. I see mine. It's May 24th, 2019 at 11 a.m. I remind myself it every day. It's right there. Keep working hard towards your goals. Keep working hard to your huge dreams, guys. But remember,
beat me if you can. Outwork me if I let you.